Welcome to another DragonLance Saga gaming episode. It is Lenara's Deep Cult the 18th, and today I'm playing the Advanced Dungeons & Dragons War of the Lance computer game by SSI with Chris, who you guys, I'm sure, have seen on the channel in live chats and gaming and stuff like that. I would like to take a quick moment and thank the DL Saga members and invite you to consider becoming a member by visiting the link in the description below and remind you that you can always pick up DragonLance game materials using my affiliate links. Okay, so today we are playing the War of the Lance video game based on DL11 Dragons of Glory, I believe. And the last time I played this was April 25th, 2021, and it was a nightmare. It was horrible because I couldn't figure out how to do anything. But then you contacted me saying that you know this game and you love this game, right?
Yes, definitely. So watching that first video, this may seem like more of an intervention because I thought you needed you needed some help, but you're really doing me a favor because this is my favorite Dragonlance game of all time.
Oh, wow.
Everyone loves the gold box games, and I do too. I played them as recently as a year ago. They're still great, but I think this one is so underrated. So if I could just get one more person to learn this game and play it, in addition to having fun with you, this will be awesome.
Cool.
So thank you. Yeah.
Well, again, I already mentioned it. This was developed by Strategic Simulations Incorporated, SSI, in 1989. It was unsuccessful for the company when it was released. It only sold about 15,255 copies of the game. It was reviewed in 1990 by Dragon Magazine, number 158, by Patricia Hartley and Kirk Lesser in the Role of Computers column, and they gave it 4 out of 5 stars. And GameSpy said it's a proud addition to SSI's legacy, and it's still fun to play today. So there is a fan base for this game. Now, you can do the old, like the last time I played it, I was just using DOSBox and manually setting it up myself because it wasn't available for purchase anymore. And so you had to kind of go around and, do a lot of setup on your own end to get it to work properly. Now, good old games, GOG.com and Steam, I think, even has a version of it. They're actually selling it bundled with all of the silver box games, which is like the Heroes of the Lands, Shadow Sorcerer, Dragon Strike. I mean, all really great old Dragonlance games. They also have the gold box versions for those of you who want to play those too. So you can buy this, and it will run on any computer that can run GOG games and Steam games. So definitely check it out if you haven't yet, because it's a lot of fun. It'll be good stuff. Hey, John, thanks for tuning in live. Hopefully I can meet Lord Soth and his army. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't want to. I'm afraid. They'll kill me. All right. Well, let's get into this. So this is basically just using your D-pad, the number keys to move your cursor around, and you're using the space bar to select stuff. Again, normally this is a 1 or 2 player game, but it's always on the same console. Through the glory of technology, we're able to set this up so he's watching it, Chris is watching it through Skype, and he's going to tell me what moves he wants to make, and then I'm going to do them correctly, hopefully. And then he's going to help me with how to do my moves on my turn.
Definitely. There's very few things in life that I know about. This you could just hit enter. I was going to say that's what's great about GOG is you don't have to put those codes in anymore.
So we're doing a new game, and this is going to be human.
Right. So game selection, you're going to want to do scenario. If you do campaign, it starts from ground zero, where the Highlords only have Naraka. The Whitestone doesn't have any countries, and then you're just spending round after round until like 6 rounds later before you get a couple of alliances. So scenario takes you right into the start of the War of the Lance, where the Highlords are invading Sylvanesti. They've already conquered a couple of countries. So I think that's a better and faster way to do it is scenario.
Yeah. Okay.
The next one, level of play. If it's factored favored more towards the Whitestone, you go 1 or 2. If you want Highlord 5, I think go right down the middle with those next few ones. Okay. So 3 is right in the middle for both sides. The only one I would recommend switching is the alliance level. This is how likely the neutral countries will be to join one side or the other. Yeah. And again, just for purposes of a faster game, I would put that to 5, so they're more likely to align with either of us.
Okay.
I'll explain when you get to that. That's the diplomacy part is a fun element to this.
Okay, so escape is going to be the save game feature. If we are unable to finish this in our allotted time, we're going to save this and we'll pick it up at a later date and finish it there. But we'll just see how it goes. So, War of the Lance, May, June 349. For centuries, the Knights of Solamnia have unfairly taken much of the blame for the cataclysm, but now, when they're needed most, they have returned with their shining swords and gleaming Solamnic Knight armor. Cool. And there's no face in there, just the armor.
So I think you'll be better off running the Dragon Highlords, because even with neutral settings, they have a much better chance of winning. And the only time I've ever been able to defeat them is when the computer AI is just terrible. So that's why I've never played a human player. So I'm kind of curious. But there's definitely an advantage to being Highlord.
Okay, so I'm sorry.
As there should be.
Who do you want to be Highlord? You want
So
to be
I'm gonna be Whitestone. I'm gonna make you Highlord, so you have a better chance. Yeah.
All right. Evil, like the fruits of the devil. Evil. All right. Highlord forces have their combat effectiveness reduced. Hey, their leaders are not motivating their troops. Oh, I'll motivate them with the lash.
So Adam just took over the army and already they're failing. No, I'm just kidding.
Shocking abuse of power.
So those are random. Those have nothing to do with what's actually happened. Those. Okay. So the champion status is a fun little aspect. It doesn't have much to do with the gameplay except in this one instance. The Highlord armies will get certain magical artifacts to help them along the way. There'll be citadels and even like a dragon orb, things like that. Yeah. So this has to do with how quickly you get those. And because the game does run out of time after 6 game years or 30 total turns, if you do the campaign mode, ours is going to be a little shorter with scenario. So the faster you get those magic items, because you do run out of time, and then it just goes on points as far as who wins. Okay. The only other way to win is to capture the central country of the opponent. So for you, it's a little tougher because you have to capture Salanthus, Saragoth, High Claris Tower, and Salanthus. There's 4. Oh, and Gunther.
Right. I wish they would have used like town names or city names for all of them, because like Gunther, that's not the town, is it? The city he lives in? That's like his family estate. Which is a little bit weird, but in any case, we can see some familiar names on here: Ladonna, Dalamar, Blaze, Cayenne, Ember, Drakkart, Ski, Fleet, Wirlish, Toda. Okay, so reinforcement phase is me.
Yeah, basically throughout the game, you're going to be getting additional draconian units. And then there'll be 3 wizards. Because we're doing scenario, you may already have 1 or 2 wizards, but you get a max of 3. But you keep getting draconians, which gives you a major advantage because the Whitestone doesn't have that replenishing army forces coming out.
Yeah, we're making them from the eggs of the good dragons. So suck it, good dragons. How do I move my cursor? It's not moving around.
So at this point, it's just showing you which army units you're getting.
Reinforcement, Naraka, 7th Baz, Draconian.
So the difference between the shield and the little draconian looking icon is if it's 1 unit, you could it'll show what the what it looks like, what type of unit it is. So that's a draconian army, the one with the little green lizard thing. Yeah. But if it's a shield, you have 2 or more. So you have to actually click on the individual units to see what that stack is comprised of.
Yeah, and right now it's not letting me move anything. So I'll just hit space to exit, I guess.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's just showing you what new army units you got.
So replacements received 108 draconians. That was a good batch of eggs.
Yeah. Well, that's across your entire army. Like how many from the previous losses you've taken. And again, because we're doing scenario, it's already assumed that there's been some battles.
Okay. All right. Highlord subversion phase.
Subversion phase, yeah. So basically, if you want to speed up those quests, and I don't know if I should give away I guess I will. So basically, one of the cool things that you can speed up the quest to get is Lord Soth. So that might be one of the reasons why you might want to add to the subversion phase. Basically, what that means is you could pull up to 6 armies from your units, take them off the board to help speed up those quests. Basically, what they're going to do is they're going to slow down the opponent's forces. Mm-hmm. So like Tanis and the companions are looking for stuff. So this is going to slow them down.
So I'm just choosing different forces and hitting space?
I tend not to use too many of them because again, you're going to want to use them to conquer nations and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I would recommend maybe 1 or 2 at most. And because they all have the same effect, I wouldn't choose one of your more powerful one. So that area is Kerr. They tend to have a weak army. That's their cavalry.
Yeah.
That would be a decent one.
You think?
If you click on that. Yeah. But I wouldn't do more than 1 or 2.
I might need Kerr for Solemnity. I mean, for
Yeah.
Serenity.
You know what might be a good idea? Maybe don't do any for this round. See what you need, see what you have, and then maybe on the next round you could do some subversion.
Yeah. I wish there was a way for me to see the whole map.
So there actually is. There's a different version of the map which is like zoomed out, but it changes these icons to like different colored dots. I find it even more complicated.
Oh, okay.
But when you get to your army, there'll be an option where you like zoom out, but I think it's worse actually.
Okay. Well, I'll just do this here. So I'm gonna give up that. So Highland Subversion phase.
If you want to use that one unit, you would do get. The annoying thing is when you remove them from the subversion phase, if you want to bring them back on the board, you have to put them in your capital country. So even though he's not in his capital country now, he'd have to start back in the capital city of Kerr.
Okay.
But so yeah, this is good. So Naraka's 2nd Mercenary Cavalry, the quality goes from like 1 to like 7, I think.
Yeah.
The higher the number, the more effective of a unit they are. The number is the number of troops. So 107 for this one. Item is armor, so they're a little bit tougher to hit. And their fatigue, I think, is 1 to 24. So 24 is pretty exhausted. So that might not be a bad one to pick to take them off the board. 3 is not super effective, and they're pretty tired anyway.
Okay.
I'll do add.
Well, I will do add, and then it just allows me to choose other ones, or do I have to move it?
That's it. So unless you want to add additional ones, I would say maybe play around, see what you're using, what you're not using.
I don't even know what forces are. Like, these are forces, right? The shields, the draconian head.
Yeah.
But that's it. I don't see any others.
Well, if you scroll down, most of your army right now is about to invade Sylvanesti. So there's where they all are.
I'm going to have some elf stew tonight. Yeah, those ogres from Blood are going to get some. Mm-hmm. Okay. So it looks like my entire forces are in this Kerr Naraka
right, you have
region.
Ogres of Blood is is the top right, surrounded by mountains.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, and there's a lot of nations that are still undecided, so you'll get more armies as we go on.
So the Highlord subversion phase is done. I'm going to exit.
Yeah, exactly.
Subversion phase, add, remove, map, exit.
Okay, this is kind of a fun thing. So this is how you get the neutral armies to sign up with you. Mm-hmm. So basically, every round you have 1 chance to get an army to sign up with you. Now, if the numbers are lower, they're more aligned towards the Whitestone forces. So the likelihood is that they're not going to join you.
The AG
if the numbers
number.
What's that?
The AG number.
Yep. Yeah. I don't know what that stands for, but basically, if it's 1 to 9, if it's 9, they're very likely to sign up with you if you click ally on that. And because each country will give you 2 diplomats plus obviously an army, I always say go with if you're Highlord, go with the highest number, go with your best chance, which right now would be Kothas.
Well, it's not letting me move it.
Oh, click country, and then you could go up and down.
Gotcha. Yeah, I definitely want to do Kothas because,
Yeah.
Minotaurs.
This is the best strategy advice I can give anyone playing this game. Whoever controls the sea, it's huge because then you don't have to leave too much of an army presence to defend your capital, your countries. So, for example, Whitestone has Northern Urgoth, they have Gunther, they have Hilo, they have places that are locked, on islands. Mm-hmm. So if you control the sea, you're not really concerned about them taking those over. So you can take off, like just leave like a minimal presence there. But if the sea is contested or the opponent controls the sea, you have to leave a strong force there, which really hurts you. So,
okay, yeah. So if I just want to move these guys into the ocean,
No, so you have to deploy in your own country. And so it basically the first, if you do move unit, you could see what it is. So the first Minotaur infantry. I always recommend just starting in your capital city in case the other opponent tries to conquer it.
Right. So I'm confused about what I'm supposed to be doing right now with this.
Just where you want to deploy your new army, but it has to be in your country of origin
so
to
it's
start
not
with.
actually on the board yet. It's asking me to put it on the board.
Right.
Okay.
Exactly. Yeah.
So deploy Kothas units, move units. Move units will take them out of the capital?
No, move them within your capital. Like if you try to put it on a neutral territory, it'll tell you have to deploy in your own country. So like if you try to put him in Methas right now, it's going to say no.
Right.
But if you just do move unit and put it like that tiny island is Kothas, so anywhere there is fine. Yeah, you could do there. But again, you never want to leave your capital unprotected,
right.
because then all anyone has to do is just transport a troop and just drop off one troop and they take it over. And if your capital city is conquered, then you lose all of the army and the diplomats.
Okay.
So you could only store 2 units generally on one stack. But in your capital city, if it's a fortress or a tower, sometimes you could stack 3.
No,
so
it wouldn't let me put 2 on here.
I think you already have 2. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So if you try to move it, it starts with okay. So fleet. So these are the only way to get your army units off of the island. And you have to start in your capital city. So the boat can actually start in the port city because it's a port city. Right. Yeah.
So, but do I have to? Can I just put it right here?
I think it'll stop you. I think it'll give you an error message.
Oh, because I'm just initially deploying them.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
So what's next?
So just hit exit. Yeah. So basically, Kothas, you got 4 infantry armies. 3 are in the port city, and 1 was off to the right.
Gotcha.
And then you have ships. Now, the one thing about the ships is that even if your country is taken over, your ships remain for some reason. So those boats are very valuable because that's the only way of transporting troops. And it doesn't necessarily have to be Minotaurs. Mm-hmm. You could transport any of your army.
Okay.
Okay, so on the high, so right now you have 10 diplomats. 7 have no mission. What you want to do, it's kind of like a math equation. You want to put them on the countries that are in the middle between 1 and 9 and try to get them, in your case, to go, more aligned towards you. So I would say looking at your armies, or looking at the countries rather, Palanthus is big because they have 4 fleets. Maelstrom, which is weird, is like a collection of pirate ships. That's big again because they have ships. Throdel is goblins.
Right.
Not effective armies, but they're anything from like 5 to 7 is you want to try to put diplomats towards there. So what you do is you click on the country so right now you have Palanthus.
Yeah.
So if you just click transfer, the diplomat that's highlighted, which has a rating of 3, who's currently on a mission to Methas, he'll go to Palanthus. Because you want Methas also, I would switch to a different diplomat.
So I choose diplomat here?
Yep. Mm-hmm. So the next one is also already destined towards Methas. So I would go diplomat again. Okay, good. So this one was going to Kothas. You don't need him anymore because you have Kothas. So now you want to transfer that guy to Palanthus. Good. So you can only go to a maximum of 25. The idea being is too many cooks spoil the recipe, or I think I just butchered that expression.
A maximum of 25 diplomats?
25 ratings. So like each diplomat has a rating of how effective they are.
Right.
So like this diplomat that you just transferred has a rating of 4. So you want to get enough diplomats to total 25 or close to it without going over to get the maximum benefit.
So I need to choose diplomat to choose another diplomat.
Right.
And I already have Kothis, so I can transfer him, right?
Exactly.
Good. All right, diplomat. He's in Kothis as well. Transfer him.
Yep, and you start to see the no mission diplomat
3.
number start to go down.
Yeah. Wow, I had a lot over in Kothas.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So ideally, if you could find a 7, that would be perfect among the 3 remaining.
Right.
Oh, boom! There you go.
Okay.
So that's awesome.
Max.
Yeah. So that's what you want to go
change
for.
my country.
Exactly. Exactly.
I want to do Maelstrom. Get whatever's in there.
Yeah. It's weird because there was no like organization in the novels, Maelstrom, but all it is a collection of ships. There's no army troops with it, but that becomes very valuable, like I said, because the sea is a big factor in this.
So I need to plant this. I have one more. There he is. Transfer to the Maelstrom.
Boom. Perfect.
All right,
that's all for the diplomats. Now the Highlord has one extra option, and you don't have to necessarily use it. You could pick one of these countries once per turn and click war, where you declare war on them, and then it forces them to decide. It's basically I think a dice roll of like a 10. It doesn't show you the dice roll, but the higher the number,
forcing their hand.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's a little bit of a risky move, but sometimes, like for example, Throdal is like right in the middle, and it's kind of blocking both armies because you can't enter a neutral country. So at some point, you might just decide, I'm just going to declare war on them. If they join me, great, I have extra troops. And if they don't join me, at least now I could enter that country because they'll be with the Whitestone. Right. So it's up to you. It's a little bit high risk, high reward type of thing.
Yeah, why not? And that's it?
If you wanted to do it, you would click war.
I see.
But the higher the number, the better chance. So a 6 is a little risky, but
yeah,
they're not very.
Do a diplomat with Methas, so I don't want to use that.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna turn their tide anyway.
Yeah. So basically, if it's a 6, you have a 60% chance of them joining you and a 40% chance of them joining me.
Oh, come on, goblins! What? What? You set me up. That's what that was. You set me up. I tried
to warn you. All right, so 40% they join with me, but even though it's a little odd seeing goblins fighting with the armies, they're not very effective. Those and they're close to your armies, where you could honestly just take over that capital, and then you get points for taking over a capital. So.
Yeah. Okay, so Whitestone deploy throttle units. Where do you want them?
I'm going to leave them there, so I'll just do exit. Yeah. I think they have one of the lowest ratings. I think they're only rated like a 2.
All right, so I'm done with that because I don't have any more diplomats.
Right. Yep, exit.
Whitestone. Whoa. Baron.
Okay, so this is my quest. Yeah, so your options are, if you rest, it slows down the party a little bit, but each character has a rating as to how effective they are in the quests. And the quests for the good side are very important because the things I'm trying to get are dragon lances, dragon orbs, and eventually the good dragons. For him, I'll just pick seek aid. He can't be killed, so that's cool.
Baron healed.
So right now it's on quests. It's not delayed or ahead of a schedule type of thing.
What's he doing? All right. So anything else?
No, that's it.
Reinforcement phase. Whitestone.
Second wizard. So the wizards are critically important because they have no limit on how far they can move, and they could transfer items. So if you get a Dragonlance, let's say in Northern Urgoth, you could use the wizard to take it and transfer it all the way to Naraka or something like that.
Cool.
Yeah. For now, you could just hit exit.
Solenthus. It's received armor.
Oh, that was the armor they talked about at the beginning of the phase.
That's cool. All right. Anything else
on this? No, you're going to hit space for a while because they're all going to receive armor. All the knights.
Gotcha. Received armor.
And if you see like first human infantry, second human infantry, third human infantry, that doesn't mean first is better than third.
Right.
It's just that they're a third of 3 of that type. So the subversion phase, I'm going to do exit for now. I'm not going to do a subversion. I kind of want to see what I have and then go from there. So now I'm going to try to ally the L and the M if there is low, medium, or high. So even if they're aligned towards you, if they're L for low, they're still not likely to, to join with you. They're not ready to join with you pretty much. So I always just go for the best numbers to, keep your odds good. So I'll go with Gunther. See if I can get Gunther.
Okay, so we're gonna move country, Gunther.
Yep.
Ally.
Yep. Oh, come on.
Wow.
All right. So I have 4. So I'm going to go with Maelstrom.
You
and
son of a.
And I'm going to put transfer. I might as well use the Sylvanesti ones before they get conquered pretty soon. Diplomat. Yeah, transfer. Diplomat. Yeah, Kaolin is not really that critical, so you could do transfer. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see if we can get one more. That's 9 is going to be too much. So diplomat, like a hobgoblin. Yeah, let's do that. Transfer. And then I'll do. Let's see. Zakar is actually a good one there because they're kind of close to Naraka and they're dwarves. So dwarves and ogres can go over mountains, which is important near Naraka.
Right.
So diplomat, whoever's not on Maelstrom, basically. That one could come over. And then there's one more without a mission. Yeah, that guy. Okay, and exit. Whitestone doesn't have the ability to declare war.
Okay.
So because we did scenario already, Goodland, Nordmar, and Sanction have been conquered. And it's those are the countries you have. Blode, Krynn, which are both ogres. Kerr is humans, not super effective. You just got Kothas, the Minotaurs, and Naraka is your capital. So the main thing, and I don't think you have to worry about it yet because I don't really have a strong enough force to get you, is for the Whitestone to win, all I have to do is conquer Naraka, and there's a tower to the northwest. That's it. Mm-hmm. So one of my problems with the computer AI is that they don't do a great job of protecting that region. So that would be I would just recommend that at some point, just load up there.
Yeah. Okay. So space to continue.
Space. Yep.
Score victory.
So level. You're already you're already winning basically because we did scenario, so it gives you like a head start.
Okay.
The High Lords. Yeah, which is realistic from how the war started.
Right.
They were already pretty far along. This is a 50-50 chance, so it has me going first, which actually could be helpful because I'll show you some of the moves and stuff like that, the strategy. Okay, so I don't think I have anything except this and Sylvanesti. I have the hobgoblins now.
Yeah, that's wrong.
So cursor. If you do, I'll show you what those buttons all are. So cursor is just, obviously move around. If you hit space, get means you click on that unit. Recon you don't need it when it's looking at your own units, but if you click on the opposing armies units, that will give you like a rough idea of what they have. But the cool thing is that it's always different. It's never quite accurate because it's supposedly like you're spying on them,
right? Which
I think is a nice touch. So sometimes it'll say 110 units, 108. Last just goes back to the last thing you had. I think it was quad. If you click on that, this gives you a that's quadrant. So if you want to skip, let's say to Sylvanesti, you would do 3.
Oh, right. Okay.
That's kind of used. Yeah, I never really used that. And then there was a map button if you wanted to see everything at once, but I'll show you why I don't like it. if you click on map. So to me, it's very difficult to see like what type of unit things are.
Right.
So, I mean, I guess you could see where the army is, but I'm not a big fan of this. But
okay, so I just go over to map
anyway,
again.
yeah.
All right.
So basically, because Throttle, I guess, is with me, I guess I could start moving towards you. So I'll do that. I'll grab that horse above Salanthus.
So cursor, get.
Yeah. So Salanthus, second elite human cavalry, quality 5, which is pretty good.
No fatigue.
Oh, okay. So yeah, so quality is 1 to 7, I think, how good they are. Fatigue, if as you get more tired from movement, your quality goes down temporarily. Operation points. So he can move up to 8 spaces, and they can move diagonally.
Okay.
And fort, if you're a cavalry or infantry, if you're in the same space, your fort will eventually build up. It's never going to be as good as a tower or a city, but if you're in the same space and just leave them alone for a while, they build up these forts where they become a little bit easier to defend.
Okay.
And then no attack because he's not attacking anyone now. So I'm going to start moving him east. You could just go in a straight line.
Just like that. Is that it?
That's good. And then you could grab the other cavalry too, the other horse.
So exit.
Yeah.
Whoa. Do I exit again?
Yeah. Item was if you wanted to transfer whatever magical item he has to someone else, but you could only transfer it to someone close by, which is where the wizards come into play. Because you could move the wizard, pick up the item, move the wizard somewhere else with unlimited operation points.
Okay.
Yeah, if you could grab that guy and move him east.
So get, move.
Oh, okay. So you can do diagonal to save a step. It's not a big deal. You could.
How do I undo?
Exit, spacebar, and then abort.
Okay, so let's do that again.
Nice.
Just straight across?
Yeah. If a cavalry or infantry go into a far square, it takes 2 movement points. So you might have to go diagonally upright and then right again.
Okay.
Okay.
And that's it.
That's it for that guy. And then if you can go back to that stack, which is near where that cavalry started, that's Salanthus.
That?
That's actually just an unoccupied tower. In order to capture Salanthus, the other opponent would have to occupy the tower and the city.
Okay.
If you could click on that and then get. So I have the 3 elite human infantry because you could stack up to 3 armies in a fortress.
Right.
I have the leader. What the leader does is the leader enhances the abilities of any other stack that he's with. So I'm going to grab the leader.
Okay.
And I'm going to move him so that he's with one of the cavalry. If he can make it to the one all the way to the right, that would be better.
Can I pass through cavalry?
Yes, you can pass through your opponent's. I mean, your own unit. You can't pass through your opponent's unit.
You want me to stack them?
Yeah, stack them. Yep. Perfect. Yep. And then let me grab the High Claris Tower. There's the one infantry below the tower itself. Yeah. Up. Yep. Perfect. And get. Now, I think Vingard, which is that city to the right, is neutral still. So I can't go through that. But he can go down towards Salanthus.
Okay.
So he's got 5 movement. Yeah,
diagonal
down
to the right.
Yeah, or maybe straight down twice and then diagonal down.
Oh, yeah.
And then 2 to the right. That's it. Exit. And then if you could go over to the left stack of the new goblins. So, yeah, perfect. You grab that.
Get.
Yep.
Which one?
It's gonna be both eventually. Yeah. So
move?
quality. So they're pretty terrible. Yeah, and have them move down right and 2 over. And then yeah, now when you hit do auto move, it should copy it. Sometimes okay. That's
Do it?
fine. Yeah. So this is one of my drawbacks of this game is that it should do the exact movement you did, but the AI sometimes tries to find a better way, and then it ends up making it worse.
Nah.
So,
Nice.
so sometimes you have to move them one at a time because the AI is pretty terrible.
Right.
But that's fine. He could stack with that because that was only 1 leader and 1 cavalry, so a second army could fit. So that's exit. That's fine.
Okay.
So that's it for that section, and then just in Sylvanesti, if you could scroll bottom right.
Exit. Come on, here we are.
Okay, so in this game, flanking or being surrounded is huge. If you're surrounded by 3 or more units, your effectiveness goes down pretty quickly. So I can only get attacked by the bridge from a land unit, but you have dragons that are coming.
Yeah, I do.
So one thing that I'm going to do is in order to capture Sylvanesti, you have to capture this main city, the tower that has a blue stack to the top left, and then the 2 towers that are south of Sylvanesti. So I'm going to take the stack that's in the west of Sylvanesti City, that blue stack, up and to the left. Yep. And I'm going to move them. I'm going to move both of them to that tower that's diagonally down right. And elves and Kender can move through forest without losing 2 operation points. Perfect. And that you should be able to auto move. That's a straight line, so the computer should be able to do that. Yeah.
Hey,
okay.
Wait.
Yeah. That the stack in the middle that looks like it's on water is a fleet, and the fleet remain even after you lose your country. So I might start moving them. Yeah, if you can get them. Yeah, I'm gonna move all 4. So the way I learned to do this, because the AI is so terrible, is you have to move a few steps, auto move, auto move, auto move, a few steps, auto move, auto move. You know, if you try to go the whole way and auto move, it's gonna go somewhere weird.
Okay, so where do you want me to go?
Yeah, but I'm gonna move it diagonally down right too.
Oh, move.
Perfect. And then I would honestly do auto move to get the other 3 to come. I've learned from playing this a while. Yeah.
The last one?
Yep, the last one. And now it's a straight line. So now if you do exit and have them move diagonally upright for a while, then you could just auto move.
Just keep going?
And they keep going. Yeah, right. Right, and then up. Diagonally right more. You'll see as it gets closer, I just know where the land area is from playing for so long.
So you just keep going diagonal up?
Yeah. Right a little bit. Let's go diagonally down right. Yep, and then go 1 over right more. And then auto move to get the other 3 to go there.
So you're coming after Kothas or Methas?
Well, I don't have any troops with me, so I'm not really going to be able to. Basically, I'm looking at these as like a troop transport. If I could get Gunther and Northern Urgoth to ally with me.
Oh, so you're going the long way around the.
Yeah,
continent.
you can't go south of Icewall.
Can I take my ships and like attack yours?
Yeah, why would you do that? Yeah, of course you can. Yeah.
Why? To murder your pointy-eared friends.
So just move and have them go kind of north. They have to go around this coast a little bit.
So north. Oh, shit.
That's okay. Left. It's actually quicker to go left.
Can I backtrack?
You can, yeah, you can.
Abort 1?
Yeah.
So just
Yeah,
up,
I
up.
would.
What do you want?
You might be able to do auto mover because you did abort. You might have to do the other 3. Oh, good. Okay, cool. Saves a lot of time when it does that correctly.
Yeah.
So the fun thing with the maelstrom is that you could take a shortcut through the maelstrom, but you risk having the ship sink. So it's kind of like a last ditch effort if you're being chased by a stronger fleet.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't recommend it in this case. If I go north, I'm going to run into your ship, so I'm going to go west. Try not to enter the maelstrom.
Okay. I will try my hardest. And it is literally just the swirly squares, right?
The swirly squares, exactly. Yeah.
Go close.
I would stop there.
Oh.
I'm telling you, because you do auto move is so terrible, it might send this guy right through. Oh, okay. I take it back.
They improved the AI just for this stream.
Maybe. And then I have about 9 movements left, so just send them up north around the maelstrom a little bit. Perfect.
Okay, and then auto move.
So on your turn, you'd have 2 choices. I think Kothas only gives you 2 fleet, where I have 4. You could attack me. You could transport Kothas. So you have some strategic choices on that.
Okay. So
I think I'm done with my turn. So space, and then menu, and then combat.
Commence combat, yes?
Yep. It would do naval combat first, which there isn't any. I could have set up a patrol. Like if I wanted to try to block Kothas from going anywhere, I could have set up a patrol, and then if you tried to go anywhere near it, it would automatically engage in combat. But I'm trying to use those ships as troop transport, so I don't want to lose them yet.
Okay. So now I'm just moving my troops here, right?
Yeah, exactly. So just FYI, you do see that I have some forces getting sort of near to Naraka. So you have the capital city, which is where you're highlighting now. You could put more troops surrounding it where that Draconian is, south of it, which you already have a stack, and just kind of, fortify that. In order for me to win the game, I have to capture that city and the tower that has 1 ogre troop right now to the top left.
Okay, I'm not sure I understand here. So this is Naraka that I'm selecting right now, right?
I think so. Go. You're 1 south of Naraka City. Oh, so if you highlight it, it tells you what's underneath. So it says Fort City of Naraka, and that says Mountain Pass. So a mountain pass is almost like as good as a tower. It's very easy to defend.
Okay.
So if you're being attacked on a mountain pass or a fort city, you don't want to do counterattack. You don't want to do retreat. You just want to do stand, because then you utilize the bonuses of the defensive square that you're on.
Right. Okay. So, I mean, I don't really want to move my guys from here if you're coming.
I would not move your guys from there. You might want to think about bringing someone, towards it. Like you have that stack that has, that's Kerr to the bottom right. You might want to bring a stack or 2 to help reinforce that area. Yeah.
And I have to move through that little road
They
pass
can't.
there?
Kerr are humans, so they can't go over mountains. So you'd have to go up 1, diagonal left through that pass. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. And then does it matter which one I put them on?
I would put it where that Draconian is, top left. Yeah, because that's just closer to where my blue army is coming from.
Okay, and if I do auto move, it'll take the other one right there too?
Yeah, he's probably not going to be able to because you have 2 stacks, but at least he'll come closer. He won't make it all the way because, illegal stacking. Oh, okay. I thought he would stop before. Okay, so you have to just manually put them closer, but not. You can't put more than 2 stacks on anywhere except a fortress, which could do 3 stacks.
Right. This is confusing about stacks and troops because when it's a stack, it shows that little banner.
The shield. If you have 2 or more units, it's the shield. But what's confusing with the shield is it could be 1 infantry army and 1 leader, and it'll show as a shield. Or it could be 2 infantry armies. So the shield doesn't tell you a lot. You have to actually click on the shield, which might not be a bad idea. Just see what you have in the fortress right now. So I would that's 1 south of the fortress. If you do exit and go up 1 more.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Fort City. Okay, so you have 1 mercenary infantry, 2nd mercenary infantry, and 1 Baz Draconian. So you have 3 infantry, which is great. That's all you could do with a city.
Fieldfast
and
is
you
the leader.
And you have 2 leaders. In addition to 3 infantry, you could add 2 aerial units. So you could add 2 dragons, which I probably would recommend. I know you have a ton in near Sylvanesti. I would maybe send 2 back to protect.
Okay, how do I get out of here?
Oh, whoa. Menu. Go back to menu. Yep.
And they're probably not there. They're down here.
That's what I think, yeah.
Green dragons.
You never get dragons replenished, but they're very difficult to kill until the good dragons or dragon lances come into play. So even though there's only 3 of them, they're very difficult to kill. So I would bring that closer to I think that's Zakar. So you have to kind of go around because it's still neutral right now. Good, yeah, and you could put that right in your capital, which is up 1. Yep.
Okay.
And I would bring 1 more dragon too.
1 of those dragons in there. What else do we got? No.
So 2 ogres and a leader. The ogres are useful because they could go over a mountain.
Oh my gosh. I want to exit. How do I cursor?
Yeah, yep.
This is so frustrating. Trying to move this stuff. Black and
So you
white
got
dragon?
Yeah, 1 black dragon, and then you have 2 leaders, Ariakis, and some of these names I've never played this far into the modules. I don't even know what some of the abbreviations are. Like that 2nd leader, ASPTNG. I have no idea who that's supposed to be.
Okay. So I can have 2 flying units in there?
Correct.
Okay.
And that goes for any stack. You could have 2 ground units and 2 aerial units. And in a fortress, you could have 3 ground units and 3 aerial units. And you could have pretty much unlimited leaders if you want to just put like a bunch of leaders. But you're going to be infiltrating Sylvanesti, it looks like. So you want to save some of your leaders for that.
Move. So in order to capture that, I have to leave someone there, right?
Correct. But until you have the other 3 fortresses taken, it kind of doesn't pay. You could always, if you feel like you're getting close to winning those, then you could put someone there.
Costs 2 to move. I only have 1. Okay.
Oh. So he goes right through the forest, which takes up too much.
Like an idiot.
Yeah, that's my biggest drawback, and the fact that the game ends a little earlier than I would have liked. It ends after like 6 game years, where sometimes like you just got the good dragons, the other side just has they just got Lord Soth, they just got the citadels, and then like a round later the game ends for time, and it's like, come on. Those are my only 2 drawbacks in the game: is the AI and the it doesn't last as long as I would like. Otherwise, I think it's an awesome game.
It just takes forever to do anything.
Yeah, it does. It does. So if you are playing the computer, I will say, if anyone wants to like play this against the computer, you could speed up the computer where it goes super, super fast.
Right.
This is my first time playing against a human, so I don't know how long it's going to take total, you know, but we could always save whenever.
Wait, how can I move him? I don't have any more. Right,
He's
so
used up his operation point, so he can't move anymore this round.
And we're going to move him down there. Exit.
So one thing strategy-wise to think about is, like I said, flanking is huge in this. So if you take on an army 1 versus 1, it's going to take a long time. In fact, they may have the advantage if they're in a fortress or a defensible position. But if you surround that same army, all of a sudden their effectiveness is weakened by like 40% or 60%. So the dragons can end in a stream square like that. So that could be big, where you just surround Sylvanesti. It'll be like in the novels when Lorak tries to use the Dragon Orb, except he doesn't have a Dragon Orb yet.
All right, so I've got to move all these guys. Move.
I would go right on that. There you go. Yep.
And do I have to be on your square to attack you?
No. In fact, you can't. You have to be adjacent to it, which you are. So that's perfect.
If I auto move, will it move them appropriately?
Let's see.
I don't want to.
Well, you could always abort if it does something stupid. You could always abort and move it manually.
Right.
But like I said, I've learned the hard way to do like little moves, auto move, and then little moves, auto move, as opposed to trying to do it all in one shot.
That doesn't matter.
Yeah, the leaders go further, so that's fine. Yeah. So even though he went through the forest, it's no big deal.
Exit.
And if you do decide to attack, once you click on your unit and you do attack, you could do attack all, so you don't have to click on each unit to have them attack. Anything in that square will attack.
I am going to move my dragons to surround.
Exactly.
Lorak,
yep.
Because I'm going to take Sylvanesti, and that's just all there is to it. It's happening. Just get used to it. Ooh, and my wizard's going to help.
Wizard could end in a stream square too. Do
they take double to go through forest?
Unlimited movement points with wizards, so you don't have to worry about it.
Oh, okay.
You only get 3. You only get 3 for the whole game. So the only thing I'll say about leaving them on their own is I could attack the wizard by itself when it's my turn.
Right.
And you only get 3 of them. So that's the only thing.
Okay. Okay, so then this is a Baz Draconian unit. And I can't end on water with them?
Correct.
But I could do... Oh, I can't because it's 2.
See if it'll tell you if it's too many. Yeah, all right, yeah. I sometimes with the bridges, I forget if it's 2 or 3, so it's just 2 on the bridge.
Okay, so then I'm going to move it down to here because that's all I can go, right?
Right.
And then I can auto move maybe. Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter. Exit. What's in here? Dragons!
Yes. 2 red, yeah.
Oh, you are gonna die, my friend. That's all I can tell you. Bloop. No!
We just do abort, and then you can move him normal, yeah.
So move. But there's nowhere I can take him.
No, one strategy you could do, though, is the guys that are on the bridge, they're going to start losing their numbers. So then as they get lower in numbers, you could swap them. You can move them out and move the fresh units in, as opposed to just letting them fight until they die, which is another thing you could do.
Right.
But my strategy usually is if I have extra units like you do, I'll wait until they start getting low in number, then I'll pull them out and pull a fresh unit in, as opposed to just running them to the ground and letting them, get killed.
Right.
You know what else is cool about this game is like you could have like 110 infantry in a unit, and your opponent takes out 98, and they could still be wiped away. Like you don't have to necessarily get the exact number, because if there's only a few infantry units left, they run away, and which is realistic. You not necessarily have to fight to every last man.
Oh my gosh. Can I leave Draconian on a stream?
Yeah. There's a difference between that little stream and like the bigger water area that's surrounding Sylvanesti.
Oh.
Only a dragon or a wizard or a fleet could end there.
Okay.
There's Kitiara in that mix.
Yep, and she's gonna come down here and mess you up.
So what you could do with those leaders, if you wanted to, you could move those leaders onto the bridge, because that's the only ground units that are attacking Sylvanesti, and really enhance their capabilities.
Right. So then where is that leader? Come on, Kitiara. So she has 12.
Yeah, she could move 12.
So move 2, 4.
Yep, you could stack. I think you could stack a total of 10 leaders. It never really gets that far. But
this last leader, I don't even know if he's a leader.
He is. Missif, I don't. They abbreviate, and I don't know who that's supposed to be, but.
All right, so that's. Oh wait.
So wait. Before you exit, so if you want to actually have them attack, you have to click on just the stack. You don't have to click on each unit, but just the stack and click attack, and then attack all. So you would, so you just get click on get and pick any one of those and do attack, and then target the blue. Yep. And then target all. So everything in that stack will attack. The reason that that's a possibility is, let's say you have a wizard there and you don't want the wizard to necessarily be in danger. Even though the wizard does enhance your units, you could decide not to have the wizard. Yep.
Okay, let's see.
And then just the one above it you didn't do yet.
Okay, so that's it.
The only other thing you might want to, it's up to you, would be the Kothas army that you have. I don't know if you want to do anything there.
Yeah, I do. So cursor. There you are. So how do I get the guys in a ship?
I'll show you. So click on that, get, and oh, they have 4 fleet. I thought it was 2. Okay, great. So each fleet can carry up to 1. So you so if you just hit spacebar, if you do exit, and then you could do load/unload, and then you could right now you have 4 infantry units, and so they're all the same.
Okay, so it's saying the first, do I want to have in it? Yes.
And then you could also take the leader with you too, and you could fit that all on one ship.
I don't want to have more than that because I have other fleets.
I would recommend leaving at least 2 units on the city, only because my boats do have the capability of bringing over. You could leave 3 or 2 units in the city.
So how do I know that this is the ship that has those people on it?
Where it says carry, yes. Under fatigue. Yeah.
Okay, so move. So I'm going to come after you.
The only thing about attacking with infantry is that if I sink the boat, the infantry gets sunk too.
Right. Okay, so the ship itself is what is going to attack if I...
Yes.
Gotcha. I don't care. Let's just have some fun. No, of course I can't target myself. So attack, you, target all.
Yep.
And is that the only one you had?
Well, that's a stack of 4 ships. They're all together.
Right. Okay, so then
Yeah.
I'm going to get another ship out here. Move.
So just play devil's advocate. If you do lose all 4 ships, your Minotaurs are now locked on that island until you get more ships.
Right.
So you are probably going to get Methas at some point. They were aligned towards you, but just something to keep in mind. If you want to save 1 ship and not put them in the fray, that's up to you. Or, I mean, I have 4 and you have 4, so I don't know if leaving 1 ship back is going to put you at a disadvantage. So that's up to you.
Right. I'm going to load this. Load unit, yes, with the 2nd Minotaur Infantry. And then move it. No. What?
What do you want to do?
I'm trying to figure out what... I want to move that fleet that I just loaded up. So get...
I think it was the 3rd Minotaur fleet. Yep. It's got carry on it, so that's the one.
So
yep.
Move. And I'm going to go... Dang it.
Are you sending up to Sylvanesti?
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm
Recreating the 8 portals.
So do I unload here?
You could. It'll, if you pick unload, it'll give you the option of the top left and top right square to you.
And that's the only thing that was in it, so... Okay, so I'm just gonna...
One recommendation is if your fleet is next to a ground infantry, they could actually attack it. So you just want to move it a little further away so that they're not within those attacking range. Yeah.
Costs up to 4.
Oh, okay. You used up all your points. Okay.
So if I have troops on the boat, will they help defend the boat?
They really don't, and it's risky. So you're better off unloading, yeah, just in case. Yeah.
And what do you have in here?
So that's where you click the recon button.
Oh wow!
So there's 374 Griffin and 171 infantry. The Griffin are not as effective as you'd think.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna cursor. I'm gonna leave my other guys up here, but I'm gonna put them in the actual city.
Exactly. Nice. There you go.
Get, move, exit,
perfect.
Exit. Okay, so
I think you have 1 ship left there, I think, and you're attacking with 2.
So let me. Whoa, what did I do?
So I forgot. Did you click attack all with both of those ships? I think so, right?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. So then, combat.
Commence combat.
So they always start with naval combat first.
I lost 6 and 11.
Because you have the infantry on the ship, that you had some losses.
A lot of losses.
Yeah.
Oof. Oof.
So you have the option to continue or withdraw, and then I have the option.
I mean, that didn't go well. What do you want?
So I'm actually gonna hit withdraw because I want to try to keep these alive.
Oh, this is that 2nd ship attacking?
Yeah. Sometimes you can't withdraw depending on the topography and everything.
What do you want to do?
Withdraw.
Enemy ships withdrawing from battle. Whitestone player. What do you do?
End battle.
Ah! You killed me.
I took out the leader too.
Dirty monster. Ugh. Okay, so now what?
Combat to continue with the Sylvanesti invasion.
Surrounded.
So my strength is reduced 40%. It could be even higher if you spread out the dragons even more next time, but that's pretty good.
So Highlord orders.
Yeah, so basically retreat, we know what that is. Light, it means that you just want you want damages on both sides to be light. I don't know. I'm trying to think why you would use that. maybe to soften them out before a bigger army comes. But usually you're going to go heavy on that. And map is if you want to see where you're attacking, if you forgot where this is. So this is interesting. So Dragon Fear, basically you'll still have the bonuses that Dragon Fear does, which basically worsens the effectiveness of my troops, but it means that your dragons are very unlikely to take any casualties. I will say, until there are dragon lances involved, it's very rare to lose any dragons, even if you do attack, and you do get more benefits of their abilities if you do attack with the dragons.
Okay. So
it's a little risky, but not really until there's dragon lances. It's very rare to have any kind of damages at all for a dragon.
Right. So advance means attack?
Basically, if you were to defeat the square, do you want to move up or stay where you are?
I see.
In this case, you want to advance because you're trying to take over the city. So if I were to do retreat, I might abandon the city. I actually don't have anywhere to go anyway because of the geography here. Counterattack would be bad because I'm going to take away the advantage of being in a city. So I'm just going to do stand. So display battle, like the graphics, I think you remember from the other time you played this, are very, very rudimentary.
2 years ago, I don't remember anything.
I would maybe do it once so the audience can see, but it doesn't really it doesn't really correlate with what happens. Like sometimes you'll see like white dragon hit and you're like, oh yeah. And then it shows you the recap and no casualties at all on dragon. So it doesn't really correlate. So I tend to skip it, but it's fun, at least a couple times. But
yeah, well, we'll let that play out. And Whitestone.
So I lost from Griffins. I lost from Elf. My Sylvanester leader Lorak is okay.
Come on, Kai.
So yeah, see dragon, no losses, which is what you'll see most of the time until the dragon lances come into play. So you did a little bit.
Next day.
Yeah, the next phase. Yep.
So the forest shake at the trumpeting of mighty blue dragons. Fierce reds scorch centuries of woodland beauty with a moment's breath. Brave men try to stand up to the dragon fear and the evil hordes to no avail. The Highlord Dragonarmies have advanced into Savanity. The weather is very poor. Rains have turned the ground to mud. High winds have hindered the air and sea movement.
So the first thing is a timed notice or statement or whatever. The last one we saw is a random. So like the first time it said Dragon Army troops were not being motivated. This time it says that there's mud. So those are completely random events.
Okay. And they affect morale in the game somehow?
Yeah. So that one basically was saying that there was mud hindering movement. So now all the operation points for this round will be a little less.
Okay.
On both sides.
Right. All right. So what's this?
So now this is the quest, which impacts how soon you'll get magical artifacts. In your case, you want to get to Soth, you want to get to Citadels. So you have to make decisions to that might affect how quickly that'll happen. So if you rest party, it'll slow everyone down. If you pull him out, it'll only slow down your quest by a rating of 7. And if you do seek aid, it could go quicker or he could get captured or killed.
Oh, geez.
Nice. Worked out good.
So Highlord Champion display. Quest is proceeding on schedule. Okay. Reinforcement.
And then you keep getting these draconians, which gives you a big edge. Because you're getting a new army unit every round. So now here's where if you want, now that you have an idea of what you have and what you don't necessarily need, you could decide if you want to add to the subversion to speed up your quest or actually hinder my quest.
All right, that's all I want to do with that. What do you want?
Okay, and here's where you could ally. Again, I would recommend highest number first because that's your best chance.
Right.
So that would be
country.
Methas.
What?
So war is always risky. We saw it backfired with Throdal, so it's up to you.
So they're all in Planthus.
Yeah.
Maelstrom. I only have 11 there. So if I go to plant this,
If you want to take some from Palanthas and put it to Maelstrom, so you if that's what you want to do, you would go to Maelstrom.
no, do they change
Oh.
throughout these scenarios? Like how long do I have to have diplomats in Planthus before I can try to ally with them?
You'll start to see that 5 turns into a 6, which turns into a 7, and then eventually it gets all the way to 9. If you have diplomats there, and I don't. If I have diplomats, then it could, balance out or be random. But usually it adjusts by like 1 around. Like it won't go to 5 to 9 in the next turn.
Oh my gosh, Lemish, you stinking punks! All right, what do you want to do?
You could leave them there to start with. You could just hit exit. They're also not really that effective.
All right, well, I'm done. Whitestone.
Okay, so nothing.
What do you want?
Nothing doing there with the quest.
Oh, you got a third wizard.
Third wizard. You could leave him here, for now. I'll add someone. Okay, hit add. Let's add some hobgoblins. Let's the stack. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, you could do both of those. Okay, that's good.
Okay.
Exit.
Exit.
Exit. I'm going to try to get Gunther again.
So Gunther is right there. And ally?
Yeah.
What?
Oh gosh, he's the worst. Well, I got 2 new diplomats because of Lemish, so I'll put them into Zakar. They're not super effective, but they're very close to Naraka, which is helpful. Yeah. So I'll do transfer.
Oh, dang it. Hold on. Him? And him?
Perfect.
Anything else?
That's good.
All right, so I gave you Lemish and Throttle because they're punk-ass bitches. And I don't have... Oh, man. We've got a lot of neutral countries still. I'm not sure what I'm looking at here. Victory level, marginal, Highlord. Oh, this is the point.
Just a recap, yeah.
All right, you have initiative. Okay.
All right. Let's see. Okay, so we're going to start heading towards Naraka. I don't think we're strong enough yet because I really don't have any aerial units, but maybe we could do some damage. So I'll take that stack or where the hobgoblin is. Those 2 pointy spears.
Oh, that?
To the right, all the way to the right. Yeah. And I'll get, and then have him move up 1, and then to the diagonally upright, to the right, diagonally upright. Oh, that's all he can go. Okay, cool. Exit, and then that stack behind him, I'll bring him closer.
I'll move. Do you want him on it?
Yeah, if you could. And then auto move. Yeah. See if it works. Nice. That's fine. Exit. Exit. And then I'll move that cavalry to stack with him.
Right there?
Perfect. Yep. And then that 1 infantry unit above Salanthus and to the right, I'm going to move him.
Just straight over?
Yeah, he's only got 4 because of the mud they talked about.
Right.
So everyone's operation points are lower. And then now with the new Lemish army that you gave me, thank you. I'll leave the fort city, but I'll grab everyone else and start moving them upright.
God. They're going to pay for that. These freaking turds. Oh, that's it?
He can move one to the right as long as it's not forest.
What?
Exit and then move to the right. Because, yeah, if you try to go onto forest, it takes 2 movement points unless you're an elf or Kender.
Do you want me to do auto?
Yeah, please.
Oh, well. Oh, wait, you wanted those to stay or move?
Move that one. Him, you could move as far right if he goes right 1, and then diagonal upright 2 or 3, however far. Yeah, perfect. That's good. And then that one other cavalry beneath Lemish City. Yep. He might be better going underneath that mountain and then upright. Nice.
Ah! Let me undo that. There.
Perfect.
Oh, that's it. Okay. Anything else?
Oh yeah, I want to try to get my Sylvanesti fleet. So if you go to the right more, they're by the Maelstrom now.
Oh yeah. Oh, your demon fleet. Okay. What do you want to do with them?
I'm gonna have them go around the Kothas fleet. Now, as you move past an enemy troop, you'll notice the operation points are a lot lower. It takes more movement when you walk adjacent to them, or in this case, swim adjacent to them. Yeah, if you try to do auto move here, well, let's try it. Let's see if it's smart. Yeah, that's what I was. That's the only drawback to this game. Even that I would stop and do auto move. I think that's too. Oh, I see. You're doing them one at a time.
Well, I was trying.
That's why if you do little stages at a time.
I was trying to get them away from my minotaurs. All right. I need to get a handle on this movement thing.
Yeah, that was good. That was good. So yeah, if you walk directly next to an enemy unit, it just takes up more operation points. So now if you take that one and stack it, now you could do exit and now start fresh. Now you should be able to auto move whatever move you do a little better because there's wide open sea, so it won't bump into anything.
Right. And we're just going straight over?
Straight west, yep. The idea is like when northern Urgoth.
So that's
perfect. Yep, perfect. That's right above Palanthas. So that's going to be good.
Supposed to be Palanthas?
Where they end up, if you scroll after you do this last auto move, I'll show you. If you go south, I'll show you what that looks like.
Oh, they didn't stack.
Well, one of them, I think you moved closer to the guy, so it had less operation points, which is fine.
Okay, I see.
So if you do exit and move the cursor down, that's is that the Bay of Broncala?
That's right there.
Yeah.
Okay, so we need to go south to over here, right?
Exactly. Yeah. Next turn. Yep.
Okay.
Should be
Anything
able
else?
To. The only other thing is in Sylvanesti. So I just, with those 2 blue stacks, those 2 towers, I just want to attack the fleet. I won't be able to take it out, but just do some damage there.
So get. Attack. Target all.
Yep. And then same thing with yep, exactly. And then if you could grab Sylvanesti City, Fort City, yep, and then do get. And then attack. And then attack to the right. Because your wizard and a dragon was stacked there.
Target all?
Yeah. So one of the reasons why it's good to attack, even if you don't have enough to take over the opposing unit, is just by attacking, sometimes you'll see where it says your unit quality has been increased.
Oh, okay.
by virtue of experience.
Right.
So it could go from a quality 4 to a 5, which is kind of cool.
Okay.
And then go to menu and combat. That's it.
Naval phase. What do you want?
So this is attacking that fleet. If you forgot what it is, you hit map and then it shows you. But yeah, so I'm going to do heavy, but I'm not going to advance because I'm in 2 towers right now.
Okay, I'm going to...
From your perspective, I would do retreat because with 21 fleet, you're not going to be able to take on almost 1,000 troops, and you want to keep that ship.
So right, this is that first one. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. All right, so you lost 4. I think your ship totals 21, so now it has 17. But you're still in business. You're still able to use that ship, so that's fine.
Okay.
So now this is where I'm attacking from Fort City of Sylvanesti. I'm trying to take out the wizard, and if not, at least maybe increase my ability. So I'm going to do heavy, advance. No, I'm sorry, no advance because I'm coming from the Fort City.
Right. So I'm going to counterattack. So it's just that unit that's attacking, right?
Right, exactly. 5 dragons and a wizard. Dragon Fear, you have less likely of a chance to get any injuries from the dragon.
Reduce your display battle. Nah.
Okay. See, quality increased. So at least there was some benefit for me doing that. So and even though you do... No, they just move south. Sometimes you'll tell them to stand and counterattack, but against like overwhelming numbers, they're going to retreat anyway, even if you don't want them to. No, it said no losses to the wizard and no losses to the dragon, so you're fine.
So mountain pass. I need to get these guys.
So that tower is important because in order for me to capital...
Oh, that's Tower Naraka. Right.
Yeah, in order for me to win the game, I have to have that tower and the Fort City of Naraka. So if anything, you might want to reinforce it because you see the blue
point.
Step is just regular ground basically. Yeah, ogres can go through the mountains.
Okay, and then exit. What's this? Fort City of Krynn.
Yeah.
So I need to keep that.
Those are ogres, yep.
So what is this? This Krynn 2nd Human Infantry.
Very low quality too. Those are just regular humans. I think the stacks above you are all full, but putting him there would be a good spot, even if he sacrificed just to kind of slow me down. I think that could be a good strategy.
Mountain Pass.
So you're good right now because if you think about it, unless I had dwarves or Pegasus or some sort of flying unit, the only way for me to get to Naraka right now was like top right of it. There's a spot, but I'm too far away. So I think you're good as far as Naraka goes right now.
So I can't actually move these guys on the stream, can I?
If it's an infantry unit, no.
So if I...
So what you could do with them if you want to is you could start to bring them down to attack those 2 elf towers that I have.
Well, I don't have movement on them.
He's going through forest and we have that mud effect this turn, so he may not have much movement. You might be able to move 2 spots. Well, because you were trying to go into a forest. If you end west of that on that stream, you'd be okay. So if you go move left 1, yep, and then diagonal down left, that's fine. Yep. Yep. Welcome to my world. Yeah, playing this.
So.
Okay.
Right, this is driving me insane. All right, so exit.
So one thing you could think about, you have 2 dragons above Sylvanesti stacked. You could split them up to further increase that surrounding effect. And also the wizard and the other dragon are now stacked together. So you could spread them out somehow. Like you have 2 dragons here. So if you move one dragon up one, that in and of itself increases that surrounding effect. And then same thing for the 2 dragons above Sylvanesti.
Oh, that's just one.
Yeah. If you just move one to the left, that's going to help you. Yep, or like that. Yep. That increases it. Yeah.
Is that it? I don't have any other dragons.
You should have 2 red somewhere. One, at least one. You should be like 2 red, 2 green, 2 white, 2 black. I think it's 2 of each. But you did put 2 back in Naraka. I think you put 2 green back in Naraka City.
Okay. All right. Well, what are you gonna do? So let's move these guys. Well, I can't move. Can I? Well, maybe I can. I have 4. All right. Well, I guess I'll just.
So you still have guys on that bridge. You can only do 2 on the bridge.
Right.
So your options are you have those 2 elven towers below. So instead, it's up to you. If instead of just having them waiting, you could have them start to surround those towers and attack those towers. Yeah, that's a move you could do. You also brought over a Minotaur to help on the other side. But part of the strategy is, do you split up your stack to create a surrounding effect? But the downside of doing that is when it's my turn, I could attack one of your units because it's not stacked more easily than I can attack a stacked unit. You know what I mean? So you're more vulnerable if you're not stacked up. Like if you leave that ogre by itself, it's helpful because you're now creating a surrounding effect. But now on my turn, I could target that one unit. So there's risk reward both strategies.
Right. How many do I have? 0. Dang it. All right.
That one I saw a red dragon mixed in. He's not doing anything.
So I'll get him in a second. I only have 3.
You be careful going through the forest. It slows you down.
Yeah, but I want to get down there.
Yeah. Gotcha.
I'll find that dragon.
That's what I would do.
All right, so
really put the screws to the Sylvanesti city there.
Do they have any movement? Yes. So move, he's got 5. Can't go down?
No, because you're going through forest, so it took 2 movement away each forest square that you went through.
Okay, I guess for now.
I was going to say, you might want to move that ship somewhere safe on this turn.
You know, I don't mind it being over here.
Okay.
I just want it to be out of range.
Yeah.
All right, I think that's it. So I just need to start attacking.
I was just going to say, sometimes I forget to, I do all the movement and then I forget to attack.
Oh man. Attack, target all.
So if you notice the 2 infantry units that you're using to attack that are on the bridge to the west of the city are Naraka infantry units, and they have a quality of 3. So we could decide next. I think you don't have the operation points this time, but you could consider swapping them out with a better unit because you only have 2 ground units that could attack Sylvanesti. So you might want to kind of utilize your best. Like, for example, Kothas is a quality 7. So possibly use the fleet, that one fleet ship, to transport the Kothas unit, which is a 7 quality, instead of the Naraka infantry, which is a 3 quality. Or even the ogres are a 4 quality, as opposed to, in other words, you have a weak, if you only have 2 infantry, you have a weaker unit that's attacking Sylvanesti.
Right. All right. Well, for now, let's just do this. Oh, I never moved my freaking guys up there. I forgot about them.
Oh, the Kothas?
Yeah. What do you want to do?
I think this is one of the towers.
Yeah.
Okay, stand.
Actually, I think this is Sylvanesti. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely stand.
Display no. Oh, no. Ah.
It's
Yeah, it's fun to watch.
Look at these graphics. Look at these 1990
so
graphics.
Realistic. Dodge.
It's like a movie.
All right.
You whittling me down, yeah.
Yeah. All right, Highlord units, heavy attack, advance, yes. What do you
stand.
Want? Display no. What?
It's only one on a tower, so it's tough, yeah.
So heavy, advance, and you want to
stand, yeah.
Oof. Oh man.
So I lost 34. You lost 84. Yeah.
All right, next. A rumor has come forth that hundreds of refugees are fleeing their homes. Many are butchered, unable to escape the terrible onslaught. The Highlord Dragonarmies have advanced into Sylvanesti. The weather is extremely mild and dry, allowing greater movement. Champions.
So that'll help with the operation points next round.
Everything's on schedule. Reinforcement phase.
Another draconian.
Yay. No, I'm fine with that. Subversion, exit.
I never do too much with that too, because you need them.
All right, let's see. I need, Mythas. Maybe I can try to ally with them now. Come on, dude. Be cool. You jerks. I got your cousins. What the heck?
I don't know. You've had some bad luck with the war. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm done. So you got 79 reinforcements.
Yeah. That's good. I'll leave that.
Punks. Went to you.
Come on, Gunther. Come on, Gunther.
All right, so you want me to go country, Gunther, ally?
Yeah. Oh, man. And we set it on the highest alliance mode, too. All right. I'll leave that then. I like so let's see. So that's okay. I was just gonna take a look to see if there was any movement with Palanthas. I think it's still 5. Yeah. All right. So you're still winning. You have the initiative this time.
Recovery. Do I get hit points back or something?
Well, you already did the at this phase, the recovery phase.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's basically just allocating those troops that it says reinforcements. It puts them back.
Ow.
Yes, fortresses and port cities, capitals, you could do 3. Certain towers, you can only do 2.
All right. You jerks.
You could put them where that infantry is, directly west 3 spots.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get through these menus.
Yeah, that's good, because I basically have to go through that to get to Naraka unless I come around. You see where it is, like to the top right of Naraka? There's that one spot I could try to get to, but that's still a little far away from my army.
All right, so what's the purpose of these ships?
Fleet. So you could use them to transport anyone of any alliance with you. So it doesn't have to be a Minotaur. You could pick up any one army and move him. So
Yeah. So I
Those
can't
guys
actually.
are pretty far.
Yeah, I can't
Yeah.
move these minotaurs here.
Well, you do have a ship that I think you put close by that's still in that area to move that Minotaur, and you could kind of come up that river. So in other words, you could pick up the Minotaur and put him on the bridge and take some of those weak infantry out.
I'll do that in a second. Cursor, get, move, exit, exit, move. How many do I have? 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
There are 2 leaders there. You might want to add those to your bridge attack just to really enhance whoever is attacking Sylvanesti.
Okay. Exit. These guys can't help with theirs, so let's get and move you down here.
So they're the same quality as what you have on the bridge. There are 3, but there's more of them. But you might be better since you can only do 2 units, infantry units on the bridge. Maybe just getting your best 2 units that you have. That's good because you have that tower completely surrounded, so that'll be helpful.
Except I can't move this guy to him.
Try to avoid going through the forest both times. So maybe go bottom left down. Yeah.
4.
Yep.
Gotcha. Okay, so exit. I need to get this ship to pick that guy up. Move. And then get these guys.
You have to click on the boat and then click load.
Oh, I just did it.
Well, he could stay there, but if you move the ship,
oh,
I don't think. Yeah.
Okay, so get fleet, load Minotaur, yes. Load unit, no. Exit. So move. Exit, unload.
I think you have 2 units in all 4 of those, right?
I have no idea.
I was thinking if you want to use the Minotaur to put him on the bridge that's attacking Sylvanesti, so take out one of the 2 units that's already kind of depleted for having attacked for a couple of rounds.
Right. I'm still going to have to unload them. So
you don't have the option of unloading it here because the 2 possible squares you could unload it are filled with 2 units each.
Oh, that's annoying. Okay.
You know what I mean? So if you move it to an unoccupied space, you could, but I think move them up to where you're to the west of Sylvanesti. Yeah.
Oh boy. Okay, so then unload. Well, I can't unload here, can I?
No, I would exit and then take one of the 2 units. So cursor on that, get cursor, and then get, and then either the 5th mercenary infantry or the 8th. Those are both kind of wounded at now. Yeah, so you have 80 people left with a 3 quality.
6, so 2, 4.
Nice.
Then exit. Unload.
Get Minotaur fleet, and then unload. And you can unload right there. Unload. Yeah, that'll help you.
And that's it.
Yep. If you wanted to get crazy, there's 1 square available on the bottom left to put, I guess, the wizard. He would be at risk for my attacking him next time.
I don't want him alone.
Okay. But completely surrounding from all angles, it, does give you a nice bonus, but it is a little risky for the next round. Yeah.
Target all. this is a lot of clicks.
Yeah, there should be like a button, attack with surrounding force, something like that. Yeah.
Oof.
And then you got to do those. Yep. Is it getting more intuitive, or is it still?
A little bit, yeah. It's just now it's frustrating.
Okay.
Now it's just like I have to do a billion clicks to do one tiny
It
little
it
thing.
is. Yeah. This was great though. This is how I learned the geography when I played this as a kid.
Oh, right.
And it really like influences my enjoyment of the actual War of the Lance, the strategy of it.
Mm-hmm.
Because you'll see like there's a city, even though it's not one that you could get of Calamon, you see like the importance of that tower.
Yeah.
You know, and why that battle was important with Lorana.
And you want to stand?
Stand, yeah.
Stand in the place where you live.
Woof. Those are some big numbers. And that's because you had me completely surrounded, so you got like some nice bonuses with that.
Good.
I think one more round and that tower's falling.
Whoa.
I lost 241
Jeez.
out of 400. So
64%.
Yeah. I think I'll last this round, but Sylvanesti's in trouble.
You want to stand?
Yeah. Well, unit quality increased, but starting to take some bigger casualties. I think that Minotaur helped. I did take you did lose your wizard.
Damn it. That was a good wizard. Okay.
Those are some bigger numbers. Yeah.
Oof.
You're starting to do some damage there.
What do you want to do?
All right, let's get all those little stragglers and those 2 infantry units, and I'm sending everyone at Naraka. Desperation hour.
So
up, a diagonal upright.
Oh, sorry, let me undo
That's good.
that.
And then up 1, and yeah, that's fine. And then up 1. I'm going to try to come around on top.
Oh, okay.
That's good for him.
So exit.
Yeah.
And him?
Yeah.
Where do you want?
Towards that other infantry unit, as far as he can get. Nice.
Oh, that's it.
That's fine, yeah. And then the 2 cavalry, if you could have them go where the infantry unit was going. So, yeah, up, yeah.
Keep going, or that's it?
Yeah, keep going up. And then, yep. And then now have them come down 2 diagonally right. And then down 1. And then exit.
Do you want me to set up attack now, or?
No, unless I can get a second unit. I think it would going up against a fortified defense with just 1 is too risky.
Hold on.
Can he sneak through where that double stack is? So diagonally upright, right, diagonally upright, and then diagonally down right. Yeah. Okay. And then now exit, and then attack. I don't think that's enough to take it, but we'll start doing some damage there. And then left 2, those 2 stacks.
These guys?
Yeah. If you can get them to come down 2.
Down 2?
Yeah. And then you can do auto move. The computer will be able to handle that.
Maybe.
And then exit, and then attack diagonally down. Yep. And then that stack there. Yeah. If you can get those to come right, diagonally upright, and diagonally upright.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
Move right, upright.
And then 1 over, and let's see if they could auto move that. Okay, he's out of stuff. I'll exit, I'll put the cavalry. That's fine. You could leave him. Do I have anything else? I think maybe just the boats. I'll just move them closer to Gunther. Eventually, Gunther has to go on my side. Yeah, you're doing good.
Where is he?
You're doing exactly right. Left a little bit. West. Yep, west. Right, anywhere right there is fine.
Do you want me to stop, or you want me to keep going?
Yeah, you could stop. Yeah, that's close enough. Yeah, that's actually about. Never mind that little unoccupied tower.
Oh, nice.
Left.
Where are they?
The other three, I think, were west.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I'm at the top of the map.
Yeah, and this might be easier to auto move after you do one, because they were grouped at the start.
I'm just going in one direction, so it should. Let me see if I can get them all together again.
There we go. There we go.
Is that?
I think that's all I could do right now.
I mean, they have more moves, right?
Yeah, I mean that Gunther is basically going to start right where that tree is. Yeah, if you know what, if you don't mind, just sending them down diagonally down, 2 to the left. Yeah, and then auto move them. Basically, once Gunther comes in, I'll be able to transport.
Okay.
I think that's all I got so far. So yeah, combat.
What are your orders?
Could you go to map? I just want to see where I'm attacking. I think I know. Okay, so if you do remove units, you can see the terrain, which is important. So I'm attacking from ground to ground, so no one has any advantage unless your guys have been there a while. They may have built up forts, but basically there's no real terrain advantage. So I'm going to go heavy and advance.
I'm going to. Man, you got a lot of cavalry. I do have draconians though. I'm going to counterattack.
Yes.
Wait, what was that exclamation?
One of your units increased their quality. The 9th Baz Draconian increased quality, which is cool. Yeah, my hobgoblins stink.
All right, what about this one?
This is the one I'm attacking the tower. So I'm going to go heavy. And because you're advanced, and because you're in a tower, you're better off standing. Yeah. Yeah, you didn't lose much. I lost a lot on that.
All right, next one. Will the bards remember the great deeds of this time? Will anyone be left to tell the story of the courageous defense of the many countries which have fallen and the high price they forced in exchange for every bit of ground taken? That's a really long, ridiculous sentence.
So this is
okay.
So this is winter of 349. I think 353 is when the game just ends, and it'll say like the losing party sues for peace, which is always like deflating.
Right.
So I think there are still a couple more. Yeah, we got a bunch more turns.
Yeah, I've only have another 10 minutes.
Yeah, no worries, no worries. So this is you. This is you. He's got a rating of 9, so he's important to your quests.
Yeah.
So
escape
you could stay and take the 9 points away from your quest, or you could do escape and rescue, which you do risk getting killed, but
is escape
you get
both of them are risk getting killed?
Yeah, I think the rescue slows down your quest slightly because you have other people involved with the rescue. But there's risk to both escape and rescue.
Yeah.
Nice. That was very, in character that he did it himself.
Yeah. Highlord, third wizard.
There you go. You got another wizard.
Capac.
And you got your first Capac. They're better than Baz. So that helps.
Okay. Highlord. All right. Come on. Methas. Come on. Come on.
Oh,
What is going
we
on
put,
with you people?
we put it on the highest setting too, so that's weird.
All right. Barum, what do you want to do? Oh shit! What just happened?
That's okay.
Okay.
I think he hit rest, which is fine. He's only a 3, which is kind of weird because he is actually kind of
He's
important.
the Everman,
So,
Gemstone Man.
yeah, rest is fine.
And what
Yeah,
about
that's fine. Exit. Let's try Gunther again. It's got to happen
country
eventually.
ally?
There we
Oh
go.
man!
So I'm gonna move him north to the right where the boats are, or below the boats. So first elite human infantry. These are some good troops too.
Ugh.
Move the next one, second elite, stack them with that. And third elite, first human to the right. Yeah, the other, what's the next one? I'm going to put him on this in the fort city.
Down? Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Port city.
Port city.
And what do you want? This guy.
I'm going to put him on the port city, the third human infantry. And then you get 2 cavalry too. Elite cavalry. So I'm going to put him where the infantry is. That's not stacked right now.
Oh, move. Exit.
And that's
damn
good.
it.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
So I got 2 new diplomats. So the next most important one, having played the game, well, Palanthus. Yeah. So I'm going to put, I could be a jerk and do Methas. I'll do that. Let's put the 2 Gunther diplomats on Methas.
So country, Methas. Transfer?
Transfer, yep.
And then diplomat.
Transfer. He's a 9 rating. That's a very effective diplomat.
Ugh.
And exit.
You better not get the Minotaurs on your side. I'll be so upset.
So you're still winning though.
Highlord
and you have initiative.
Recovery. All right. Let's get... No. Exit. Let's cursor. Get. Move. So I want to go down, over, up. Over, up. What?
I think there's only 2 in that tower, but you could replace. So in other words, put him right up diagonally upright for a second, then take one of the 2 units that's in the tower out and put them south and replace it with that Capac. That could be a good strategy because they're wounded a little bit, 94, whereas the Capac is 100 something. 152. Yeah, that's a good strat. Yep. I say strat like my son, who's 10. The whole point of having children was to like know more than them. So this is really cool for me. Having played this game, I finally have some wisdom to impart, as opposed to having kids.
City. You know what I need to do? I need to get some of these Minotaurs over here. Do these Minotaurs ever replace?
You don't get additional units, but their numbers go up. So in other words, if they were down from 150 to like 80, eventually during the reinforcement phase, their numbers will go up.
Oh, I don't have much in there. Okay.
Well, it's up to you. Like, I can't get all the way from Gunther to them in one round.
Yeah, but I don't want to like move them back and forth between everyone.
Yeah, true.
All right, let's just start attacking.
The 8th mercenary infantry only has 27 left, and it's a quality 3. So that one you might want to think about moving out and moving someone else better in. There's only 27 of them, and they're not that good to begin with.
Okay, I have 5. That would be 2. No! Abort 1 square. Damn it.
You know what you could do with him? Have him take over that unoccupied tower. If you take Sylvanesti, you're going to need to hold that tower to conquer.
Okay, so abort, move.
There you go. He's not going to be able to help you much with only 27 of, people in it.
Right.
So they're 221. This is going to help you. Yeah. There's a lot of draconians coming in now.
Exit. Can they beat? No, they can't.
No, you already have the Kothas
right.
infantry unit as the second ground unit there.
All right, well then I'm just going to move him over to help. Hold that for now, and I'm just going to start attacking. All right, Minotaurs, mess them up. We're going to just surround. Get, move. What? No. Oh my gosh, I'm going to freak out. Exit, attack, target all. Get, attack, target all.
That Dragon Orb would really come in handy right now.
Oh gosh. Attack, target all. Okay, now you commence your
you're doing good.
Tower.
Yeah, you're doing good in this area. But it was cool playing this while reading the book because you could understand Lorac's dilemma. Like, no other country is close enough to provide aid.
Yeah.
Nor would they. You're completely surrounded by dragons. Like, why not try the Dragon Orb,
Mm-hmm. I think that's it. Fight!
Whoa, that's a lot. 1,000.
Oh yeah, I'm
plus.
Gonna crush you guys. And what do you want to do?
Stand.
Skadoosh.
Oh.
Get in there.
Nice.
Occupy. Now I'm going to bring that boat up in here and transfer those guys to the other side.
So I was going to say there's unlimited transport. If you park the boat in the same spot, you could literally just transport one at a time, everyone over to the other side, because that doesn't use operation points.
Ooh, that's not great.
That Kothas unit might need to be replaced. He took some damage last time.
Yeah.
But you got dragons, you got leaders.
You're standing?
Yeah. All right, so I'm still hanging in there.
Dang. That was real. I lost a dragon?
That's strange. Without Dragon Orb or Dragon Lances, that's very rare. That must have been...
you guys are putting up a fight?
That must have been Mataflor, that she died of old age.
All right, we're at 11:59. Let's save it here.
Sure, yeah.
Menu, save game. So how do I...
You just click a letter, and it's going...
enter one of the letters. So we'll put this in
A to Z.
C for Chris.
Yeah, I was going to say, it might still have your other... Oh, no, you said you did that differently.
Yeah.
The first time you played, you picked A, so if you want to pick C, yeah.
Any other key to exit. Enter any other key. What? Oh. All right. Is that saved?
You want to do recall save game just to check? There you go. So okay. C is it, and it's winter of 349. So it tells you what date in case you had multiple saves.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for teaching me how to play this incredibly clicky, frustrating game.
It can be, but it helps you with the geography of it. It informs you about some of the strategy that went into War of the Lance. You see why Claris Tower is important, because that's the only way to get to Palanthas. And it gets fun when you get citadels, the Lord Soth's army.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
We might have to do a round 2 and see if we can get through this scenario, but I can't imagine playing this on a campaign. I would not have the patience.
Campaign adds a couple of extra years on top of it. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
That's a lot to ask. All right.
But if you're playing against a computer, for people out there, just
Mhm.
know that the computer goes super, super fast. So the game goes, a lot quicker. And you can change the settings where it goes super speedy. I really recommend it for people
Yeah.
out there that are interested in that era, the War of the Lance era. It's a lot of fun, and it really helps you with the geography and just kind of it aids your enjoyment of the books, in my opinion.
Yeah, and not to mention most of this was just you teaching me how to play the game. So it would have gone faster if I had already known and we could just
Yeah.
sort of move through our turns and stuff. So
Yeah.
all right. Well, thank you for joining me, and thank you for showcasing War of the Lance. For all of you out there, definitely give it a shot. It's like $4 for like 5 different Dragonlance games, so it's totally worth it. And you just get a little nostalgia in gaming.
Yeah.
That is going to do it for this gaming episode. However, did you enjoy the War of the Lance playthrough? What do you think of this video game? And do you have a favorite Dungeons & Dragons video game? Feel free to email me at info@dlsaga.com or leave a comment below. This channel is all about celebrating the wonderful world of the DragonLance Saga, and I hope you will join me in that celebration. Thank you for watching. So for Chris, my name is Adam. And DragonLance Saga, I don't know how to do this. Until next time, Slanjavar, everyone. Just totally killing it.